This is actually my third time recording this video because it's a lot harder to share the story than I thought. I just want to share with you guys my experience being quarantined in one of Vietnam's F1 camps. Hello, my name is Jillian and I am a foreigner. I live in Vietnam. Been living here for the past 3 years, and as of June, I was quarantined for 3 weeks. This is my story of COVID. If you guys don't know, Vietnam has been really good with keeping COVID under control.
Vietnam has become the first
nation from the outset sought to beat COVID-19.
Shops open, has not recorded any new infections for a week.
Vietnam.
While the whole world was like going crazy with COVID, Vietnam was one of those countries. Everything was normal, people were not social distancing, restaurants and theaters and entertainment businesses were all open 100%, so everything was good until we had our fourth wave hit around, I would say, April, May. And things got really bad towards the end of May, which is actually the time that we were exposed to COVID. I will not be sharing any names in this video just for privacy reasons. Just to sum up the story of how I got into quarantine, basically I had exposure to F1, but then the F1 turned into an F0, and so I became an F1, and therefore I was taken immediately to camp the day after, and so was everybody else in our community. So me, my fiance's roommate, fiance's roommate's friend, and like, you know, basically when one person gets COVID, like all your friends get COVID. It was such a crazy experience. When I arrived at quarantine, I was like trying to keep it together because how do you say this? You can't really run away, right? You're gonna be here for 21 days. You just have to like mentally cope. You had to be mentally strong at that point because it's not like some hotel that we're being taken to, you know, that's easy. This is like a school turned into a camp, kind of like, you know, we're just giving you like a mat, a pillow, and a bucket, you know, to shower in. Like, it's not some fancy hotel, not even 3-star, 2-star, 1-star hotel, but just a literal like classroom made into a camp. Therefore, the bed that they gave you is not an actual bed. It's like a wire rack, and then they give you like a bamboo mat. They did provide a pillow and a blanket, so that's nice, but it was so hot, you don't really need a blanket. My fiance told me I should bring my blanket, so I brought my blanket for extra cushioning and kind of create this makeshift like a cushion type bed for my ease of comfort. Shower though, that was, I would say, a huge hurdle for me because I have OCD, and so I was very like taken out of my comfort zone and kind of thrown into this place where I'm like, okay, you're gonna shower publicly in a shared bathroom. The first week though, I did not have an actual shower place. Like I said, it's a school. So I was actually showering with like a bump gun that you use to clean your butthole. I had to make it work, so I was just kind of like like I had to shower with that for the first week. But the first week was, I would say, a huge physical challenge for me. All right, now moving on to the food. So you're probably wondering like, how do we eat and what do we eat? Actually, the food part was pretty simple. You're basically paying about 80,000 Vietnam dong per night for 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, keep in mind, not every quarantine camp is the same. There are some places that actually does not provide any food and you need to buy your own Grab food. However, my place provided 3 meals per day, amounting to 1.6 million for 21 days. The food is pretty basic. They actually have a deal with Co-op Mart. So we're eating basically the same thing every day. If I could describe the food, it's basically like cơm bình dân. If you don't know what that is, it's just like rice, soup, cabbage, pork. The first 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, it's okay, I can eat this cơm bình dân. But then last week, I was like gagging at the thought of like, oh no, not more rice, not more soup, not more. I'm done with rice. Since I've been out of quarantine, I have not had rice. So probably won't be having rice for a while. Another thing I want to note is that you can have shipments. For F1 camps, you can receive shipments. So you can either order Grab food, you can order Grab Mart, Grab delivery, or your friends can deliver you stuff. However, if you are F0 and you're at the Cu Chi camps, you cannot receive deliveries. So I guess to kind of finish off this video, I just want to share some tips and advice. I'd say bring snacks because you're gonna be bored and snacks sometimes get you through the day. Definitely bring some insect spray because there's some mosquito that comes during the night. If you can, also bring like those, what is it called, those sleeping masks, because you know you're living with roommates and some roommates like to sleep pretty late and they leave the lights on and you don't really have control over that. Bring a towel because they do not provide towels there. If you can, bring your own makeshift fan because it is hot. There's no AC and there's no wind. It's just like dry heat 24 hours. My roommate had her mom bring her those like fans that where you wear around your neck and then like the fan is like right here and it kind of blows at you, and it really helped her. I didn't have that though. So after about 3 weeks, I finally took my 5th test. You take a total of 5 tests while you're in quarantine, and if all 5 tests are negative, they let you out. If any of them are positive, then well, you get taken. I had to pay for my COVID test. It was not provided for. My total bill being in there 21 days came out to 6,240,000 dong. Now, if you're Vietnamese local, you only pay like 1.6 million Vietnam dong. So huge difference. Finally, when you get your results back, you sign your name is called, and you pack up your bags and the ambulance take you home. And when you're taken home, they give you a slip of form that says that you are obligated to quarantine at your own home for an extra 7 days. And at the end of 7 days, you have to go to your nearest clinic to do your 6th test to have it negative and finally be free from this whole COVID situation. But like I said before, this whole experience is like none other. I cannot comprehend going through such an experience, especially so close to my wedding date. If you guys don't know, my fiance is still positive and he is still in Cu Chi's. So we're just waiting for him to be released and hopefully things will start getting back to normal, because I have never been felt challenged physically, emotionally, mentally before. Thinking back on that time is almost gut-wrenching. And so I'm thankful to have my house back, to have my comfort zone back, and to be free of COVID. But it's not over yet. You know, Vietnam is still pretty bad. Fiance is still positive, and you know, just praying that this too shall pass. So if you guys have any other questions you have about the quarantine or my experience, you can leave a comment down below, but I think that's all I'm gonna share for this video without making it too long. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh yes, hallelujah.